Hello, everybody. Welcome to Fall River Media News. I'm your host, Dave Mead, Fall River Media. Today, I just want to talk about Market Basket, and I just wanted to talk about Market Basket, and I'm going to talk about the CEO on what happened over there. I'll tell you, wow, top executives Market Basket was two top executives got suspended, and and it was quite wow. It was unbelievable. So yeah, so it was quite top executives of the Market Basket, and uh, they fighting back and forth again. All I can remember is that I used to I held signs for them once before, and when the brother was actually fighting back and forth, and it was crazy, you know. Annalisa,
Yeah.
oh man, bunch of crazy people, huh?
Well, that was.
Yeah, they bunch of it. I'll tell you. I mean, what is wrong with people today?
What are you talking about?
Oh no, I was talking about Market Basket.
Oh.
The top the top dogs from Market Basket. The I think it was one of the directors or something. I know that Quigley. He used to be my old boss for Market Basket. He used to be my manager until he went to corporate. And one time he's well, hey, he's got a point. You know what I'm saying? Because Ice went in there
That's two separate issues, hon.
and
First of all, we got
okay,
RDT's
Linda,
two
why don't you
sisters.
just sit down and talk?
RDT's two sisters who shares the company with him. Put him on leave.
Yeah.
Claiming he's playing a hostile work stoppage, which he's not going to do.
This has
And
been
they
going
also
on.
put Artie's son and daughter on leave. The sisters don't. What happened is Artie paid a debt the company owed. Sisters wanted to go to the shareholders and got mad about it. They've also let go two long-term managers who support IDT for so-called insubordination. So if anybody speaks up in his favor, they can him.
That's what they do.
This
It's
is
the daughters.
The sisters are tyrants.
The sisters are tyrants. That's what they are.
Yeah, this has been going on for a long time with the family.
Yeah. I
Been going
mean,
on a long time.
well, you know what it is, too. And then the other one there, they also did a raid
Yeah.
in New Bedford with the with the illegal immigrants. And matter of fact, somebody shared a link with me. Uh, oh, it's right here. Yeah. Matter of fact, my coworker James, he shared a link with me. Oh, it says it right here. It says Market Basket Supermarket suspends 47 employees after an ICE audit exposed missing Social Security cards, and ICE stated their current focus is to crack down on employees hiring undocumented immigrants. Yeah, it's they went in there. They raided the place. In New Bedford. I was surprised, for them to do that. I don't know. I mean, we got some at Fall River, so I'm surprised they haven't came to Fall River yet, but I'm sure they will.
Well,
saying?
I'm wondering, how much, like if New Bedford had a lot of illegals working there, so they went there first. I don't know. I think they have more information about it than we do. I don't know. So, but I know in Salem, there are a lot of Spanish speaking employees there as well.
Yep.
And I stopped going there. And instead, I go to other supermarkets where you actually have people that speak English. So,
Well, that is true. Yeah. I mean, you want to, you want to go to places that where people speak English. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's, you don't want to go somewhere where um, I don't speak English at all. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right,
yeah,
so,
but yeah, that too. But I don't, I think it would be, I think it would be a good idea not to support businesses that hire illegals. That
no,
way, that way the businesses get the point. If they start losing money and people don't go, they'll get the hint. They'll get the hint. But I mean, I don't know if that's going to happen, but that's me. And I've been going to other grocery stores where, like I said, it's much cleaner. Like the one in Salem is not, to me, it doesn't look clean.
yeah.
But the other one that I go to seems to be very clean and everybody speaks English. And I just like it better. It's not as crowded. And I remember when it was COVID. Do you remember when it was COVID?
Yeah, yep, I remember.
I would go into Market Basket or some other crowded supermarket. I always came back with a cold. I always came back with something.
Yep.
And I think it was Market Basket. Every time I went, I always came down with something. And then I tried something to see if I would catch anything if I did not go there, and I didn't. So
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it was these people were illegals even then, and I just didn't realize it. Because when you're an illegal, you don't have to go through the same process as somebody that is that tries to get into the country legally. So when you get into the country legally, you have to take your physical and you have to get the proper shots before you
Yeah.
get into the country. And then you get vetted as well. They probably check your background, and all that stuff. But these illegals, they don't do this. So you do not know what kind of illness they have because they haven't been properly taken their shots. And as you know, the measles are coming back. After it was eradicated, now they're coming back because people are bringing it back in.
Yeah.
So I don't know if people realize that when you have all these illegals come in, they don't have the proper immunization that they should have to be in the country.
That is true. That is
And a
true.
lot of diseases are coming back. Tuberculosis, measles. There are a lot of things that are coming back that were eradicated.
Yep.
And people don't realize, I don't think people realize this. They just think, oh, those poor people, oh my God, they're living in filth and they don't have any money. And, oh my God, I can see why they would want to come in here illegally. Oh, those poor people. But you know what? In the meantime, right, this country cannot support 20 million illegals on the taxpayers' dollar. We can't do it. It just can't be done. It can't be done. So I think
Yeah.
Market Basket. I think Market Basket, with what happened, other than the raid and what's going on with the Family Feud, and getting rid of this one,
Oh,
this one's off the board. Not, I don't. I think Market Basket is going to change. I don't think we're going to see. I mean, this is my opinion. I don't think we're going to see the prices. A lot of people go to Market Basket because of the prices. I think
well,
that's going to change. I think
well,
it's going to.
I go to Market Basket here in Fall River because of the cafe. You know what I'm saying? Because they have a cafe and the iced coffees are like $2. The meals are over there. If
Well,
you get
that's
a
what
put,
I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if that's going to be there, changing the ownership or changing the director or the owner or whatever. They ousted him out. I don't know if that's going to stay the same.
I don't know either. But
So I think what they're trying to do is to raise the prices and to compete with the others.
that's what they're trying to do. I'll bet you
I
any
think
money.
I think that that's what they're trying to do. I think that that's what they're trying to do. Um,
Why would they want to raise the prices though? I mean, you raise the prices. If you raise the prices, right?
yeah.
You're going to lose customers.
Well, no, because they're all going to be the same. The prices will practically all be the same at Stop and Shop, at Shaw's, or Whole Foods might be pricier. But if you go to the other supermarkets and Market Basket changes, they're going to be the same.
Yeah. Well,
Where are they going to go?
Stop and shop. Well, Stop and Shop. They just recently. Stop and Shop just recently dropped their prices, so they did, and I've been seeing an increase in customers, like today. You know what I'm saying? So
Well,
I've been.
your demographics in Fall River are very different, than say like a Swampscott. And that's not a put down. I'm just saying that
No.
a business has to accommodate their market. And if the prices are too high, people are not going to go because they can't afford it. So Stop and Shop, by bringing the prices down, they're going to be more competitive with, say, Market Basket.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Well, I went to Shaw's. I went to Shaw's the other day. Okay.
yeah.
And
Mhm.
Linda likes to go and get the bacon. So
Yeah.
and so the bacon wasn't well. The bacon was on sale over at Shaw's, and
Yeah.
I said, look, I said Linda, I said, look, you know the Smith. I said they have the Smithfield bacon here. They have the other kind of bacon here. I said if the one that's not here, okay, that you
Hmm.
want that's originally on sale, they can accommodate. They can accommodate. Okay, they can accommodate on other bacons and still make their money. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, again, it depends on the demographics, because they're gonna have to make money to stay in business. So they're gonna have to. Stop and Shop is definitely pricier than Market Basket. Shaw's is more expensive than Market Basket. So people will tend to go to Market Basket because the prices are lower.
Yeah.
But they're not as low as they used to be at one point. They raised their prices too.
Oh, of course.
They've raised their prices as well.
Yeah.
But still, some things are like a little cheaper than other, like a Market Basket. They're cheaper, but I mean, I don't think a lot of things are anymore. I don't think so. Not like it used to be. It's not like it used to be.
Well,
So
market, yeah. But
yeah,
no, go ahead. Finish what you're
no,
saying.
they changed their prices as well. They went up too. They went up.
Well, we have, we have a, what you call a, when you walk in the door in our store. So we have a, you can you can put your phone number in and you can get coupons.
Right.
So I forgot what they're called, but you can like customers can go in, they can type, you know what I'm saying, their phone number, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's their phone number. It's a kiosk. That's what they're called. We have a kiosk. So we have a key. So we have a kiosk. As soon as you walk in, you can type your phone. You can type your phone number in. You can get coupons from there. So and
You
plus,
mean they print it out? You mean they
you
print it out?
you can print it out. You can
Okay.
print it. You can print it out, or you can put your phone in or go right to your phone. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you can do it. You can actually do either way.
Yeah.
But we, we have what you call digital coupons, and you can also save with Stop and Shop. Okay, you can, and say if you get so many points, you can use your points for gas. You can go down to the gas station and go fill up your go. If you get so many points, you can fill up your gas tank.
Right.
So I mean that's
but a lot of supermarkets have that. A lot of supermarkets have that. Not Market Basket though. Not Market Basket.
No, Market Basket don't have a gas station. You know
well, no, but they don't have coupons though. They don't have anything like that because their prices are already low.
Yeah.
So they don't have anything like that. But Stop and Shop has it. Shaw's has it. Whole Foods has it. Yeah. I would say practically all of them do, but I don't think Market Basket does because they're already on the low side. So, I mean, with the change now of this Family Feud that's always going on.
Oh my God! Yeah, Family Feud with Market Basket.
I remember that in Salem, people were talking about it because it was bad. It was bad. This was like way before even now. I think the father passed away and all hell broke loose in that family.
Oh yeah.
All hell broke loose.
Of course.
Not even joking. It was literally the family went insane.
It's a Family Feud thing over there.
Oh my God. Who wanted the money? Who didn't? Suing this one, suing the sister, suing the brother. It was insane. I mean, it was so bad that people thought that it was going to shut down. That's how bad. That's how bad it was. That's how bad it was.
Well, look how many lawsuits Market Basket had.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you look up the history of Market Basket, look how many lawsuits that they had.
Yeah, that was all amongst each other.
Yeah.
That was the family. That was the family suing each other that I just mentioned to you.
Yeah, Family Feud.
Yeah, when the father passed away, like I said, I mean, they went nuts.
Yeah.
These people went nuts. And like I said, it was so bad that people were saying it's going to shut down because they can't get it together. They couldn't get into an agreement with what to do with the store.
Yeah.
Or one wanted to take it in one direction. The other one wanted to take it in another direction. The other one wanted to keep it the same. It was a mess. It was a mess. Okay. But I don't know. Somehow they got together because people were like, this is going to shut down and we're not coming here anymore if you can't get your act together. So they finally did come up with some agreement and the store continued as, the same as it was before. But now, getting rid of two people?
Well, they got rid of the top executives.
Yeah. There's something.
It was Quigley because I don't blame Quigley opening his mouth. You know what I'm saying, because and
When you're right, you're right.
well, when you're right, you're right. You know what I'm saying, so I mean
Uh-huh.
that's just it. So I mean, so it's like, if anybody dares to speak up, okay, against the against against the family, you know what I'm saying, and anybody that sticks up for the CEO, Arthur Demoulas, they'll get fired. They'll either get fired or they'll get suspended. That's not right.
Are you serious?
Yeah, whoever dares to speak up.
The sisters are tyrants.
The sister is
That's
a tyrant.
Yeah. The sisters, there's two of them. And
Yeah.
they don't let their niece and nephew get the whole company without any tyrants. That's all this whole thing's about.
Well, this seems to be the theme in Massachusetts. You cannot speak your mind, period.
No.
If you do, they are on your track, just like with CJ and Chip, when they did their podcast.
Yeah.
So when they did their podcast, they already have, because they're speaking out against Paul Coogan, who's the incumbent. You have now, you have people that are following CJ and Chip because they're going against Paul Coogan.
Oh, I'm against Paul Coogan myself. I mean,
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that because you speak your mind, people don't like it and they start to threaten. Okay? This happens time and time and time again, over and over and over again, because they want the incumbents back in because they're corrupt.
you got it.
Because they're making money and they don't want it to stop because they're benefiting from it. Except the people are the ones that are suffering.
That is true.
So they're supposed to be working for the people. They're not supposed to be working for themselves. So you have Chip and CJ now who have people going on their show. And I don't know if you saw it, but one of the candidates, I believe he's a candidate, and Chip asked him, "Why are you running against Paul Coogan? I thought you liked what he did. What is it that you don't like that he's doing, and what would you do different?" He never responded.
And who was that?
I think it was Christopher. Begins with a B. Christopher. Oh gosh, I don't know. So he didn't respond. And somebody and myself said, "Well, are you going to answer the question?" And he never came back. So he never came back on. So they are starting now. What they're doing right now is these people that are for Paul Coogan, I believe, now they're going to start trolling CJ and Chip. This is what's going to happen.
Yeah, yeah, there is, and I believe I just ran into somebody this morning when I was working. I ran into him outside of the store, and I told him straight up. I said, "Look," I says, "Look," I don't like Mayor Paul Coogan. Okay. Oh, Mayor Paul Coogan's doing a good job. I says, Mayor Paul Coogan's not doing a good job. Okay.
Who was this that you were talking to?
I don't want to mention
someone?
his
Okay.
yeah, I don't want to mention his name on the live stream. So I really don't. I'd rather keep his name out of it. But we had a conversation about it, and he said, Mayor Paul Coogan's not doing a good job. So if Mayor Paul Coogan was doing a good job, okay, why didn't he have our fire department staffed? Okay, these 10 people would have never died if their fire department was staffed. I don't care what anybody says. Okay, I really don't. Okay, and because it's ridiculous. Now, he had told me that there is nobody wants to run for city council. So I don't think this is good. He said that there ain't going to be no primary.
Yes, I saw that comment that there is going to be no debate. And the Democrats believe, because this is what they did when I ran too. This is the same old tactic that they use. They won't debate. They won't do it. As a matter of fact, they stay silent and they stay in the background. I mean, if you notice, Paul Coogan doesn't say anything, right?
No, he doesn't say really much of anything because why? Because he keeps his mouth shut. He doesn't say really much.
That's right. And that's the tactic. Tactic that they all do it. It's not just him. They all do it. The Democrats and the rhinos play the same game. They do not say anything. Okay. And what they do is, I don't know why they won't talk. Okay. But if you go against them, the incumbents, the corrupt politicians,
the
elites, the people that are lining their pockets and their friends' pockets, and the taxpayer is paying for it. They don't want that money stream to end. They want to stay in power because of it. And so if you go against them, like Chip and CJ and myself and yourself, they never debate during the primaries. They never debate anyway. I don't think they ever do. I don't think they ever do. They say very little. They don't say much. They really don't.
I wish the city councils do a lot of debate. Let me see what he says here. He says Coogan stays silent because he is a poor debater.
I don't know if that's the reason, but I've noticed that they all play the same game. And there's got to be some reason for it, and I don't know why that is. I don't know. But the thing is that we said it before. People have to come out and vote. They have to go out and vote. You cannot just not vote because the incumbents are going to get back in. If you don't like the incumbents, you have to go vote and change it, or else you're going to get the same thing all over again.
Yeah, and the same bull. That's what's going to happen.
Oh yeah. Well, Maura Healey, like I said before, she has already signed the 2026 fiscal year budget. So that's all set. Now you're going to have more spending for the illegals, more spending for the MBTA subway cars to that Chinese company, more money going to them, a slush fund for the illegals, another $5 million for the illegals. And then she decided to cut local projects.
Yeah, she did.
And then you wonder why Fall River is short men when you have to go out to a fire. And you wonder why they can't get their equipment and they can't get their building updated. And the schools are a mess. People are getting sick. I mean, this is the consequence. We're looking at the consequences of the Healey administration diverting money to the illegals and the Communist Party. We are looking at the consequences of it with the fire, short-staffed, and I told you in Swampscott, the fire truck stopped dead track in the middle of the street going on a call. Right in the middle of a call, it just stopped in the middle of the street.
Wow.
And the other truck had to go.
Yeah.
Luckily, they had another truck. What would they have done if they didn't have another fire truck?
If they didn't have another fire truck, let me tell you something. Whatever is on fire, whatever was on fire, that place would have. If it was a building, that place would have just burned.
No, they don't go just for fires. They go for other things too.
Oh,
It wasn't a fire. It was something else, and I don't know what it was. But
Yeah.
they got called, and that fire truck stopped dead in the middle of the street in the middle of a call. Yes, the vast majority. But that majority, see, that's why they have to know what's happening. Okay, they vote by name recognition, right? Well, but I think they also, this is my opinion, this is what it seems like to me anyway, in Swampscott. If they have a D next to their name, they vote for them. They don't care. Like, it doesn't matter what they have done, what they're gonna do. They don't care as long as the D is next to the name. Okay, but how can they have no idea what's happening if they cannot afford or having a hard time with getting food or just the basic necessities? How can they not have any idea if they can't afford rent? There are no jobs. How can they not see that? Like, I don't understand that.
I don't understand it either. I mean, I don't understand it either, Annalisa. I wish I did. You know what I'm saying?
So if that's the case, and they don't know what's going on, then something's wrong there. That people don't know what's going on, and especially if they're having a hard time getting by. I mean, the government is not the answer. People that are struggling are always looking to the government for answers. They're always looking for.
Yeah. The phone always has to ring. Let me shut this door. Hold on. I mean, can you come and answer your phone, please? Who's going to interrupt? Yeah. No, I ain't. All right. So go ahead, Annalisa.
I don't know. I forgot what I was saying now.
No, you know what it is. No, somebody was actually.
The if people don't know, the people, a lot of people that are struggling are looking for the government for answers. They want handouts, they want freebies, they want this, they want that. They're not looking at the other side of it, which is, where are the jobs? Why is it so expensive? How come it can't make it in the state? It is the state. It's not that people that work can't really live in Massachusetts, because it's a very expensive state. It's a high cost of living in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
And so it's hard to afford a lot of things. So why are the prices so high? Why are the taxes so high? It's the Democrats that do this. Why don't they lower the taxes? Why don't they make Massachusetts more affordable? Why is a 2-bedroom apartment $2,500? Who's going to be able to afford a 2-bedroom $2,500 apartment? Well, not that many.
No.
I mean, you can buy a house on a mortgage for $2,500 and not rent. So most people cannot do that. And because Massachusetts is so unaffordable, they can't buy anything. They have to rent out all over the place.
Yeah.
And they're leaving the state.
It's awful. Go ahead.
So the question is, how come, where are the jobs? Why is the money going to the illegals? Why is the money, taxpayer money, going to the communists? Like, what is going on here? You can't
I
afford
don't
it. You can't live. It's very hard to live in Massachusetts. It's not easy. That's why people are leaving. If they are not on government assistance and they are working, they cannot do it. They're going to leave. And the tax base of the state, they're leaving.
Yeah.
And what happens if you get the millionaires that leave? The state's not going to have any money.
The state's gonna be broke.
That's right. It's going to be depleted, and it's
Yeah.
going to get. And you know what? It's going to get even more chaotic than it is right now.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the answer is. Okay. Like, I don't know, but I think it's important that, like Chip and CJ have that program. You come on, I come on. People speak up and tell people what is going on. They listen to other people's opinions, and then they can make up their own mind about what is happening. But the other side of the coin is the corruption problem that you have in Massachusetts.
Yep.
The incumbents, like Paul Coogan and others, yes, right, is looking to end. So is President Trump.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So is President Trump. Ron DeSantis is looking to end property tax,
Yes.
but they
In
are
Florida.
people who will vote against him just for that
Fact he's
fact
Republican.
because he's a Republican.
Well, I think Florida will probably go Republican because they usually do.
Mhm.
I don't think that's. I don't think Florida is that Market Basket and New Beverly. Yes, turns out they had hired right. Market Basket did this so they don't have to. Right. Yeah. Absolutely. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because they can get cheap labor. Yes.
So
That's
that way they don't
exactly-
have that. So that way they don't. So that way Market Basket don't have to pay them the minimum wage, so they could use them as to pay them with cheap labor. But it's too bad that ICE raided. You know what I'm saying? And
No, it's not too bad. That should have happened. That should happen all over.
That should happen in all the Market Baskets.
No, it's going to. It's going
Okay.
to. And then I think they did Home Depot too, and then
Good.
they're gonna do Walmart as well. So it's going to happen. Okay, it's definitely going to happen. These things are going to happen. And the property tax that is, like Swampscott has a high property tax, and a lot of towns and cities do in Massachusetts.
Oh yeah.
So I think it's a ripoff, and property taxes are unconstitutional. We should not be paying property taxes. We should not be paying them. We should not be paying them.
Of course not.
So if you had a house, Dave, and you were paying a mortgage, and say you paid off the mortgage, now you own the house outright, right? Because you paid off the mortgage or whatever. You own the house, but if you don't pay your property taxes, the city can take it away from you.
Yeah, of course.
Even if you own it,
That's
you
right.
own it, they can take it away for you.
Because you have your house on that property.
Yeah, right. The land.
The land, and yeah.
Yeah, you're renting. It's like you're renting it. Yeah.
You're still paying for the land.
So, but getting rid of the property tax will get rid of that. See, then you will own your house and land outright.
Yeah.
Without government interference, and that's how it should be.
I don't like government interference at all. Oh.
This is just a money grab. This is just another money grab from the government. That's all. That's all this is. And the Democrat. Yeah.
The Democrats, they like to grab.
Absolutely.
They love to grab.
Absolutely.
Oh my God. They like to grab. I wonder if they grab themselves. Sorry. I didn't
No.
mean to say
No, they don't. No,
You
they
know-
want your money. They want to take your money and
Yeah.
keep theirs.
Yeah,
And
let's-
that
Go ahead.
I said that gives them the power.
Mhm.
See, that's what they want. It's that power that they want.
Yeah.
I can do all these legislative laws. I can come up with this. I can come up with that. It'll pass. If it passes, I can do this. That's what it really is.
Yeah.
That's what it really is. Passing laws to get what they want and which is usually taking money from the taxpayer. That's what the Democrats do very well. Taking money
Yeah.
from you. That's all they know how to
Of
do.
course.
I mean, look at what's going on in Massachusetts right now.
Well, look, Mayor Paul Coogan likes taking money off of us too.
Yeah,
As well.
and look at what's going on in the state.
Mhm.
And I've said it before. The state has the worst job growth in the country.
That is true, and I'll agree with that.
So there is no private sector job growth in Massachusetts.
There's
How are people going to be able to live in a state that is already unaffordable if there are no jobs? They're going to leave.
That's
They'll
right.
have no choice but to leave. They're not going to have a choice because the money is being spent elsewhere. I did a live today in Swampscott. What's going to happen when AI takes over? It will free up a ton of revenue for infrastructure and public safety.
I don't know.
Well, if
AI.
President Trump takes away the federal funding for the states, which is I don't know if that's started yet. I think the Department of Education is being dismantled. I don't know if it's totally been dismantled. So the states are going to have to fund their own education system. It's not going to be coming from the feds.
Nope, not anymore.
So I don't think that it's going to free up a ton of money because I just said, like in Massachusetts, if the tax revenue isn't there, how is it going to free up tons of money?
It's not.
I don't know. Like if the feds are not going to give the states money, how is that going to be freeing up any money? You're going to lose money. You're going to lose money.
Somebody said something.
Yes, and I think no, we should get rid of the property taxes because they are unconstitutional. And Massachusetts needs to have one tax rate, which could be the sales tax. I don't think there should be any property taxes. That's me. I think
I don't think so either.
No,
It's unconstitutional. I don't
it's
think
unconstitutional. But I
Yeah.
think that the sales tax might probably be a better source of revenue.
Yeah.
But again, Massachusetts has the problem that if people are leaving, you're not going to have the revenue. Taxes have to come down in Massachusetts. Massachusetts has to become more affordable. There's no other way around it. I don't think there's any other way around it.
Yeah, we got to get rid of property taxes. Property taxes has to go. Okay.
Well, that's going to be very tough to do in Massachusetts because a lot of people think that without property taxes, I mean, they think that the town and the city is just going to go to hell because they think that the property taxes are holding up the town and the city.
No, it's not. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, and I don't agree with that either. I think that that's just, I think that's a fallacy that's been told. I really do, because that just gives the Democrats an excuse to raise the property tax because people think that it's going to a good cause, that it's going to do something good for the town and the city. So that's you should not be saying that. Okay. Do not say to the Democrats, the future is no teachers homeschooling. That would be good, actually.
Yes. But all the shit that's going, with all the stuff
That's
that's going on,
right.
with all the stuff that's going on in schools today. I mean, I'll
Right.
tell you one thing, man. Hey, I urge everybody to homeschool their kids. I mean,
Yes, I
So,
think that the kids that are homeschooled are much better educated.
you
They're
got it.
much more disciplined. They go on to college and they do very well. I
Oh,
don't think the go
oh,
ahead.
you know why? Because they when they do their homeschool, right?
Yeah,
Like on their computer, the parents are with them.
right.
The parents are helping them along the way,
That's
right?
right. Yeah,
And plus too, they could, they can have lunch while they're
that's
homeschooling.
right. Isn't
Yep.
that what it that isn't that what it used to be, Dave, a long time ago? Isn't that the kids like learned at home, or am I wrong? I don't
Well,
before
during COVID, um, during COVID, let's go back to COVID for a minute.
yeah.
During
Yeah.
COVID,
Yeah.
when Governor Baker was governor, um, call me, correct me if I'm right or wrong. And he had everybody. He had all the kids doing remote from home, like
Yeah.
they're
Right.
homeschooling from home. So, and and I found that homeschooling your kids at home.
No, Dave. No, they were not homeschooling at that. No,
They
nope.
wasn't.
That's not.
No.
No, that's not what
How,
was happening.
okay.
No, what was happening was that the teachers
Okay.
were
All right.
were able to tap into their computers and give the lessons that way instead of going into the school.
Okay. Yeah. Man.
Yeah.
Well, that's like homeschooling.
No, it's
No.
not.
Okay.
No,
All right. I,
because the teacher,
Well, the teacher doing the lessons remotely.
right,
Doing the teaching days. That's the difference.
because
Homeschooling
the
parent does the teaching.
because the teacher was teaching, not the parents. The teacher was still there.
yeah.
Okay. All right. And I remember one post where this mother said she was walking by her son's room because he was doing a lesson, with the teacher. And they were talking about something inappropriate, at that time,
Yeah.
LGBTQ, CRT, whatever the heck, DEI, all that crap. And she could not believe what she heard. And she went into the room and it's like, what is going on here? So it was not homeschooling. That was
Oh.
not
All right.
homeschooling.
Okay.
No, it
Okay.
wasn't. It wasn't. Homeschooling is when you take the kid out of the school. Period. They're out of the school, and the parents or the mother becomes their teacher.
Yeah. Okay.
Not
All right.
not the teacher from the classroom. No, it's not the same thing. I know what you're saying, and I can see how it's confusing,
Mhm.
but no, the teachers were giving the kids the assignments, not the parents. No, it was totally different.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Because I think homeschool is like really, I think it would be, for what's going on today in the schools. I mean, I would say, yeah, homeschool your kids. You know what I'm saying? Keep your kids home, homeschool them. And on the computer, they could, they'll have their parents there to help them. They can eat their lunch. They can have their snacks in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And so, I mean, it's because,
I'll be happy to do that.
and let me tell you, homeschooling your kids. I mean, I wish I knew that way before. Okay. And you know something? I would homeschool my kids anytime. Okay. Just to be home with them. Okay.
yeah.
and and they're having lunch and they're doing their homework. Hey, something that would be cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but do you know what's involved though in homeschooling? Like, do you know what's involved in that? You have to go to the school and you have to get their assignments.
Yeah.
So the parent has to go to the school, and the school gives them a syllabus and what the kids have to learn, and the parent teaches them, and they have to report back to the school system.
Yeah.
Okay. That's how it works. That's how it works.
Yeah. Something, that's the best thing. I remember one time, I don't know, I think I remember one time, there was during COVID, there was an autistic kid. Okay, I think the father or something. I don't know. Way back, the kid went to school, but at first the kid was doing homeschool on a computer, and then he went to school. The kid, I think the brother, and I think his other two siblings, they were like starving or something, and then all of a sudden, the other autistic kid, I think, died in a house because the father was the father was selling all kind. The father was selling cocaine and everything in the house, and the Department of Social Services had gave him those kids.
Oh, great.
Okay. Yeah, and now one of the Linda just okay. Linda just said something.
Yes, correct. Yep. Right. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah. I like to have Linda come on too. You know what I'm saying? Because Linda's smart. My wife's smart. She is. And
Yep, that's right. That's what COVID was.
Yeah.
When teachers were doing remote schooling and giving lessons that way. Yep, through Zoom. Yes. Yep.
Yeah, but that autistic kid didn't have to die, though. You know what I'm saying? Back then.
Well, no. See, this takes me back to what I was. A lot of people are still talking about the Epstein files.
Oh, the Epstein files, yeah.
Oh my God, they have to know who's on the list. They've got to know who's on the list.
Oh, the Epstein file.
And you don't care about it, and I don't care about it either.
I don't give a. Something. The Epstein file. I don't care who's on the list. Okay, I don't.
Me
really.
neither.
I don't.
I mean, look, how can you? The people that want to know who's on the list, it's like you can't imagine who's on the list if they're not going to give out the names. Like you don't know.
Yeah.
Who that is? Give me a break.
File. I don't want to know who's. Hey, look, I don't want to know who's on that list, and I don't really care who's on that list. I don't care if Ronald Reagan was on that list or Bill Clinton was on that list. Maybe his name's on there.
It is. It is. But
is it?
Oh yeah. Are you kidding me? He's a pedophile.
Oh boy. He's on
that list. You didn't know that? You didn't know that? You didn't know anything?
And Hillary Clinton married him?
Yeah, she's part of it too.
Oh, she must be on that too. Epstein list.
She is.
Hey, did you know Barack Obama was on that list?
Yep.
Oh, he's on that. He's another one.
There are so many of them, and your favorite entertainer is on there as well. Who's your favorite actor?
Hulk Hogan. He died.
That's not an actor. That's a wrestler. Who's your favorite actor?
Like, I mean, in music or
no, actor in movies.
Oh, in movies.
Do you have one?
Oh, I do.
Okay.
Albert Costello.
That's a comedian.
Yeah, Albert Costello.
That's
Yeah.
not an actor.
Well, he's a comedian, Albert Costello.
That's funny.
I like Albert and Costello. Who's on first? Who's on second? I don't know who's
I
on
don't
first.
think I don't think you watch movies.
I don't
That's
really,
That's an old comedy team, Dave.
Yeah, I know, but you know something though. I watch movies. I watch movies, comedy shows, like the Abbott and Costello, John Wayne. I watch sometimes. I used to watch.
Westerns,
and-
yeah.
Yeah, Western movies. 'Cause I was like more like my dad with the Western movie stuff. I mean, you know, I had favorites, but only like in wrestling and comedy movies, like over the top. You know what I'm saying? Where Rocky Balboa played over the top.
I love that Rocky series. Oh my God.
Rocky Balboa was my my favorite. Over the top, and it was who else it was, and somebody else.
Do you know Tom Hanks?
Tom Hanks was one of my favorites.
Okay, he's on the list.
Oh boy, Tom Hanks.
So my point is this.
Tom Hanks.
There are people on the list that people like you and others are not going to expect. And that's probably why they don't want to release the names. One of the triplets picked. So that's why they don't release the names, because who's on first, right?
Yeah, who's on first? Fall election in 2025 education. Addition. Sorry,
City
I'm
says
always
it's
butchering
the flood
something.
department.
Yeah.
The flood department or the fire department?
This city says that the statements of a flood department are understaffed. It must be the fire department. That's all right. That's okay. I
mean, yes, that's what was being said. But again, it's where's the money? See, there's no money. This is the problem.
But Haley just gave 1.2 million for overtime, and I was like, that's the increase to overtime. But that 1.2 million would have last 4 years if she would have put the bodies that we need for the fire department. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think so, Dave. It's not enough. It's not enough to hire more people on a staff to pay them a salary. They just the money's not there. That's all. Yeah. It's really what it is. The money's just not there. That's why they're not putting in more people, and they're saving the money for overtime, hopefully. I don't know what they're going to do with it. They were talking about it today. Chip and CJ were talking about that money.
Yeah, that money would have been like hire like maybe 7 more firefighters or something, That's my thought. I mean, that's my opinion.
No, it's not enough.
Okay.
Because you'll have to pay them a salary continuously, and that money is going to run out.
Yeah.
It's just not enough. It really isn't. It's not enough. And, again, the high cost of living in Massachusetts, 1 million might sound like a lot, but it doesn't go very far. Not in Massachusetts. It doesn't.
Yeah. And that work stopped too. And also that work stopped too. With the public defenders. I mean, I tried looking for that article too, and I know the article's in there somewhere, and but they, that work stopped because the public defenders, they want more money. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes they have to handle high profile cases. like domestic violence and assaults and stuff, and and all kinds of cases. So they want
Well-
they want more money. So
Public
they're not going to work. And go ahead.
Well, public defenders are paid by taxpayers,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Well, they are, but they want more money.
Yeah, but how, again, where is it going to come from?
I don't know.
Everybody wants more money, but there isn't, the money's not there. That's the problem.
But we cannot keep dismissing these cases either and throwing these cases out of court either. And
Well, if the money isn't there, that's what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. People are
And
going to
I'm
walk.
telling you, and I said it before, the consequences are being paid by the people that live in a city or town because the monies are being diverted and going elsewhere where they should not be going.
Well, they're the illegals. They're going to the illegals. The illegal aliens.
Billions.
Billions of dollars are going to the illegal. Billions
Not
of dollars.
Not just a million, not just millions, billions.
Billions of dollars are going to the illegals. That's why.
So they pick Fall River and New Bedford, possibly because the rents might be cheaper down there than they are elsewhere.
Yeah.
So the $45,000 that each family, illegal family, is getting might be enough for each family to be able to have an apartment in Fall River or New Bedford. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So if I don't know, if a 2-bedroom apartment in Fall River, I don't know how much it is. Let's say it's $1,500. Is that what it is? I don't know.
It's about maybe, well, in some places are like $1,500, $2,000.
Okay. That's still cheaper than when you go elsewhere. Master have admitted the true motive for reduce. Right. Okay. So they don't want the cars out there. So more people are going to take buses. Like, that makes a lot of sense. So anyway, what was I saying? So the $45,000 that each illegal family is getting, that might be, if it's say it's $1,500 for a 2-bedroom apartment, that will last them for the year and then some. Right?
Yep.
And then they get not only that, but they're getting food stamps. That's more taxpayer money.
Yeah.
Okay, so they are all set.
Yeah.
Okay, basically the shelter and the food, they're not going to go hungry. But I bet you there are a lot of people that are going hungry because they can't afford it.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not. They're not. So that $45,000 that is allocated to the illegals for each family could be going to a firefighter in Fall River.
Really? Yep.
For another 2 or 3 years that they're paying, the home base is paying $1,800 in Fall River for a 2-bedroom.
Wow.
That's pretty good considering in Swampscott it's $2,500.
I wasn't paying $1,800. I wouldn't pay $1,800. No.
Well, I know, but those are the rates like in Fall River. So 1,800 times 12 is what? It's $12,000, 13, 14, 15.
Yeah.
Right?
It's about $12,000. Yeah.
And they got $45,000. So if the rent is $15,000 a year, they have 45. They've got $30,000 left. Yeah.
About $30,000 left, yeah.
And they're, plenty of money for food because they don't have expenses. How are they going to pay $1,800 a month with a job when they don't speak English? Like, how is that going to happen? It's not. On minimum wage, they're going to be Okay, 21,600. Okay, but it's 45,000. It's still, money left over for what they need, for grocery shopping, for clothes, for transportation. And like I said, they probably get food stamps as well, the EBT card. So that's being provided too by the taxpayer. So like I said, they're not having an issue.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's probably why they picked Fall River and New Bedford, was because of the prices of the apartments, the 2-bedroom or 1-bedroom, whatever. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
And I remember reading an article about Taunton, that hotel shelter where they were transferred. The illegals were transferred first over to Fall River and New Bedford, and the working family were the last ones to leave. And the working family had to pay their own hotel room, and they have to pay their own apartment, which was $2,800 a month, or $2,700. Yeah, $2,700 a month, and yours is 18.
Sadly, getting more help from the government than the illegal immigrants do.
Yes, and not only that, but the American citizen who was born here is not getting anything either.
Sanctuary City.
Yeah. It's not. Well, is Fall River a sanctuary city? I don't think so.
Yeah, Fall River is a sanctuary city.
Oh, okay. So is New Bedford then?
Yeah, New Bedford sanctuary city. So is Westport. So is Westport, Somerset, and Swansea. They are sanctuary cities.
Yeah, which is illegal.
Yeah, but the illegal, sanctuary cities. Yeah, that's what they are.
Yeah, but that's illegal. Sanctuary cities are illegals because you're harboring illegal. Yeah, that family was robbed, exactly, because you're harboring illegals. So the family that was working at the hotel shelter was paying their own hotel room, one room for 4 people, $2,500 a month.
Wow, that's a lot of money. Yes.
And then they had to find their own apartment because the government helped out the illegals to get housing from home base.
Yeah.
The working family got $7,000.
Yeah.
Which is really nothing. Okay. It doesn't get you very far in Massachusetts. But the illegals got up to 45,000, which is crazy. I mean, this is so backwards and insane. I'm surprised that there aren't riots on the streets in Massachusetts. Like, what in the world is going on in that state?
Mm-hmm. I don't know what's going on. I'm surprised there ain't no riots over here myself.
Whenever it tells you that we lose your jobs, they're leaving out there for something, right? But they shouldn't be getting the jobs anyway because they're illegals. So that's a problem. But you know what? The borders are closed now. There's nobody coming across, or hardly anybody. So that has all stopped. But Massachusetts chooses to, with state money. Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
that too. Yes, that too. That's another problem.
Yeah.
But Massachusetts on the state level, they are supplying the money to the illegals, not federally. All the money, the places are all politically connected. Well, it's the Democrats. Okay, that's the again. Massachusetts has a uniparty issue.
Yeah.
They have the rhinos and the Democrats they're working together. Mm-hmm. And really, people have to rise up, or else it's not going to change.
I'm afraid it's not.
No, unless more people go out to vote and vote out like Paul Coogan, where you are. But if people are not going to go out and vote, you're going to get the same thing. And you know what? I said it before. This is just the start. I mean, you're starting to see the consequences of monies that are not supposed to be going to where they're supposed to be going, and people have lost their lives in Fall River, and it's going to happen again. Not necessarily in Fall River. It's going to happen someplace else.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen other places.
Yeah, Swampscott was very close. I don't know what that call was all about, but the fire truck just decided to die out in the middle of the street, in the middle of a call. And luckily, they had another truck. But what if they didn't?
If they didn't, if it's a house or any business that's burning, that thing's going to burn right down to the ground.
Right. So whatever that call was about, luckily there was another truck. So this is just a matter of time before something catastrophic is going to happen, because the money is being spent where it should not be being spent. And in Swampscott, it is being overbuilt. That they're spending the money on real estate.
Yes, it is.
In Swampscott. And again, the fire truck broke down. They need another fire truck, but they're so busy in Swampscott buying up buildings and converting them to units and apartments. And you know what? Nobody's going to a 2-bedroom, $2,500 a month apartment in Swampscott. Who's going to go to an apartment, 2 bedrooms for $2,500 when you can go buy a house for that?
Right.
It doesn't make sense. It just
no, it doesn't make any sense.
No.
No,
it's all screwed up, Dave. It really is. It's very messed up. The way the Democrats and the rhinos are handling the taxpayer money is definitely corruption going on all over the place in this state.
Well, because we don't have the audit. That's the biggest problem. We don't have the audit. If we would have the audit, we wouldn't have this problem.
No, I don't think so, David. You would still have the problem.
But probably not as bad. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
I really.
I mean, doesn't it upset people that 72% of the voters want an audit and it's not being conducted? Like, this doesn't upset anybody?
Well, it upsets me because I'm the one, and it upsets because we're the ones that voted for it, and it upset a lot of people because we wanted the audit. Okay, the audit voted 72%. So, my question is, why ain't the audit in there? Why? Okay, why do they don't want the audit? They're not saying why.
Well, you know why.
Oh, I know why.
Everybody knows why.
Of course.
Because they're going to find corruption. You know that's what's going on. I mean, look at what's going on with the illegals and the Communist Party. Hello.
They find corruption in there. So and they don't want it. That's why they don't want the audit. So that way they don't find corruption in there.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
And now go ahead.
All right. Look at this. Look at the stuff that was all mentioned before, right? The police officer, the 2 cops, and everything else and stuff. That's not mentioned anymore. Okay.
Oh yeah.
That's not mentioned anymore. They used to be that those two corrupt cops were for Fall River used to be the talk of the town. Nobody's talking about it no more. Why? You know what I'm saying? Why? Okay. And again, and why do they don't want the money? They don't. Why don't they want the audit? Because you know why? And you're right. Because you know something. Because the audit will find a lot of corruption going on in here.
Of
Okay?
course. Sure.
Okay. Find corruption with Moore Healy. Find corruption with Paul Coogan. Find corruption with Alan Sylvia. Find corruption with Michael Rodriguez, Cal Fiola. I can name a whole bunch of state representatives.
Oh, they're everywhere. Not just there. They're everywhere. They're everywhere.
Corruption. That's why they don't want it. That's why they don't want the audit. Okay.
Yes, and that's why they always want the incumbents back in. That's why the Democrats always want to go back into office. That's why, with people that speak out like CJ and Chip and
Me,
yourself and myself
you,
and others as well,
my
others
wife.
as well, they don't like it. They start trolling. They start threatening to shut you up because they don't want people to know the truth.
Let me tell you something. Nobody shuts me up. Okay. You know something? The truth is going to be out there. Okay. The truth is going to be revealed. Okay. So, I mean, I don't care. The Democrats, the rhinos, okay. Look, the truth is going to be out there regardless. They can try to shut me up. Okay. But they're not going to shut me up because I'm going to put the truth out there like CJ and Chip does.
Well, but yes,
and
my point is that these incumbents like Paul Coogan they have their groupies, okay? In other words, they have their followers. Yeah. They, for some reason, they're probably benefiting from him being in office, and they don't want it to change.
Well, too bad it is going to change.
So that's why they try to shut people up, like in Fall River, CJ, Chip, and yourself. They try to shut people up so that people don't know what is really going on. Right? Just like you said with the cop. Now it's all kept quiet. And you know what? That fire is going to be the same thing.
That fire is going to keep quiet too.
Yeah.
You know something? Yeah. Because these people, okay, they got a lot of theories going on. Wire, first it's electrical wire, then it's gas tank, smoking.
Right.
Oh, we got 3 different things.
Right.
We don't care about the 3 different things, the 3 possibles. We want the real truth of what happened to that place and why did that place get on fire. Okay? And why that place wasn't up to code, what it is.
That's the state's responsibility, I believe, unless it's the fire chief's responsibility of Fall River. I don't know, but I think it's both. I mean, it is state operated and they had violations, and I believe that place should have been shut down until everything was in order and in working order that was sufficient and clean enough for those people to go back.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a fire hazard or not. The fire chief said that it wasn't, but of course he's going to say that, but it could be true. I don't know.
Right? Oh, we got 3 different possibles. We want the real truth. We don't want 3 different possibles. We want the real truth of what happened to that building. Okay? Because that building cost people's lives. Okay? 10 people's lives. No, I'm pissed.
And like I said, these things are going to happen. These things are going to happen.
Yeah.
And I hope that there is no other fire there because you might have the same consequence. And I'm telling you, if something like that happens again, like in Fall River, I really think you're going to see a lot of very angry people.
Oh, you see a lot of very angry people now. You should see their faces.
It's going to get worse. It might get worse.
And not that. And Annalisa, not that. We might have riots.
Right.
Okay? We might have riots. And you know what? And I'm going to tell you, it's the governor, it's Mayor Paul Coogan, and it's the state representatives from Massachusetts because they will be their fault for not handling the things the way they should be handled.
Right.
Okay?
Right. Yep.
No.
It could get to a boiling point like that where
Yeah.
you're mad, other people are mad, they're
Oh, yeah.
frustrated. Illegals getting money in Fall River, illegals getting money in New Bedford, people struggling. I mean, this is insane. That they
It was reported
report.
no sprinklers. No
Yes,
sprinklers.
yes, yeah, yeah. I did read that, and they said it passed inspection, but you know, okay, that which could be like true, but why weren't they? Why won't get changed until Healy, Warren, and Markey are out and replaced with strong-willed? Oh my God, that would be a dream come true.
Oh, big dream
If
come
that
true.
happened.
Margie and Healy out. That would be a dream come true.
Markey and Warren and Healy too.
Oh,
all
and
three of
Warren
them. Oh, my
too.
gosh.
Pocahontas, that's her name. I gave her a name. Okay, I gave her a name. Pocahontas. Okay, she's a poker. She likes to poke. No, but
she is such a moron. She isn't really, but she says the dumb. You know what she said? I don't know if you know this, but
Right.
do you know that governor, the Democrat governor that's running for mayor, Mamdani.
Your Mamdani,
You know that
yes.
socialist Democrat there.
No.
Do you know what Elizabeth Warren said
What?
about him, about
What?
that nut job?
Oh.
She agrees. Listen to this. Elizabeth Warren agrees with Mamdani that grocery stores should be run by the government.
Run by the government?
Yes.
Why should
That's what
grocery
she
chains
said.
be?
That's what she said. I did a live on it not that long ago where I saw a video that said she agrees with Mamdani that the government should be running the grocery stores. I'm like, oh my God, what?
Why should the government have anything to do with grocery chains?
Oh my God, this is communism.
It is communism.
This is communism when they start. If the government's going to take over the food, you're only going to get so much.
Yeah.
You're only going to get so much. And if it runs out, it runs out. Oh, well, you're going to be starving.
No, that's not happening. No.
That's what Warren said.
She said no.
She actually said that. That came out of her mouth.
Pocahontas biggest.
What is wrong? See, this is all psychopathic control.
Yeah. I say we run the polls, and vote these commie clowns out. Vote these commie clowns out.
Well, yeah. I mean that actually, yeah. If people would volunteer in the polls, and you get more people, I don't know how that would work, but that would be good too. Actually, that would be pretty good if you had more people volunteer during the election to make sure that it's all in the up and up. You can do that too. You can do that.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you one thing though. Warren, I'll tell you, she's a piece of work. I'll tell you.
Do you see out of that statement? Do you realize the control and the power and the greed that's out of that statement?
Yep.
Right. They will get first pick. Exactly.
Of course, they'll get first pick. And you know something?
That's right.
And look, and you know something? Exactly. Then the illegals, the illegal aliens will get second pick too. But probably. The American people will get last pick. So
that's right.
They'll get all the good food, and we'll get all the shitty food.
Yeah, we'll get screwed again. And that did happen. In Chicago during Thanksgiving. I don't know if it was last year or the year before in Chicago. The government told people to line up on the streets at like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning for the turkeys.
Yeah.
They were free turkeys, and they gave them all out to the illegals first.
Of course.
And
course.
by the time the others came, there were none left.
They were gone.
They were
Because
gone.
the illegal aliens got it first.
That's right.
Instead of the American people getting it first.
So that's
Good.
communism right there. That's communism.
Yeah.
That's what she's talking about. That's what Warren is talking about.
Oh, of course,
This is psychopathic control. See
psychopathic control, yeah.
She has the money, she has the power, and now she wants to control the food supply.
Yeah, she ain't got to control nothing.
This is the elitists. These are the Democrats. This is what the Democrats have turned into. And that's why you're having such a problem, I think, in Massachusetts. It's because these Democrats have gone power hungry.
Mm-hmm.
And they want to keep it all for themselves, the elitists. And the rhinos are in on it too. They want to keep everything for themselves. They're not going to have an audit. There's not going to be an audit.
There ain't going to be no audit because all the corruption will come up.
They have control, Dave.
Yeah.
See, the problem is that they have control. And if all the turkeys are in office.
You gotta love Scott. You do.
That's true too.
Yeah, all the turkeys are in office.
So they have the problem is that they have the control.
Yep.
And the other problem is too that one thing people are not speaking out enough, or contacting their representatives and telling and giving them a piece of their mind. And they should not be afraid to do that because that is your right. It's we the people. You are the government. They're supposed to be listening to you. They work for you. You do not.
We are the government.
Right.
We are the government. Listen to us, guys. We are the government. Mayor Paul Coogan, State Representative Alan Sylvia, and State Representative Cal Fiola, and State Senator Michael Rodrigues. And the rest of you clowns, listen to us because we are the government. Okay? We pay you to listen to us.
Right. The taxpayer money that they use, they're representing their constituents. We do not work for them. We are not getting paid by them to do the work, to do their work. They're supposed to be doing the work for us. And if they're not doing a good job, they have to be called out. And they don't like that. Just like on what happened on the show today with Chip and CJ.
Yeah, Chip and CJ, yeah.
Okay, they're now starting to come out on the show. And they're starting now to kind of threaten, like a little bit of threatening, and don't say this, don't say that, we're going to make a video. They said they were going to make some kind, they think somebody's going to make some kind of video on Chip and CJ. All right. And I'm like, can you please post it when they do? Because we should see what they're doing. We should know what they're doing. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Don't keep it secret. It can't be quiet, okay? Because then you give them the power. So whatever is going to happen with Chip and CJ by speaking out like this, and they don't like it because then they're starting to get on their case, okay? Which means that they feel threatened, which means that people are starting to listen to what is going on, and maybe now they're starting to feel threatened that maybe Paul Coogan will not get back in. But that shouldn't deter anybody from not going out to vote. You have that right. That is your duty because you're the government, you're the taxpayer, you're the person that votes in the candidate. They should not be intimidating or threatening anybody. Okay, this is again control communism, shutting up the opposition, just like they did with President Trump. They did the same thing.
Oh, they try to shut him up.
And they're still trying to do that, by the
And
way.
they're still trying to shut him up. They'll never shut him up.
Right. And because why? Because the people are behind him. And this has got to happen right now, too. They don't know how to fix the problem. Just throw money. Right. As this. Yes. Right. Well, but that's the name of the game. It's the money. They don't want to fix anything. They just want to throw money at it because they take a piece of the pie.
That is true. Yeah.
So that's I think that's what it is. So you have to. So Chip and CJ make sure that they make these things public so that we know, and everybody knows in Fall River, whoever's paying attention, know what's going on, so that they will probably most likely not do anything if more people know. So they should not keep it quiet. If there's going to be a video made, they need to make it public. It needs to go out, and not to hide. Don't hide it. Don't hide it. That's the worst. That's the worst thing you can do.
Yeah, I mean, Chip and CJ are, you see this? Soldiers.
Yeah.
Chip. Well, my cousin Chip and CJ. My cousin CJ and Chip, and they are soldiers. They can't handle it, and we will only make them more vocal.
Yeah, but yes, and I'm glad about that. But I think I still would love to know, and maybe others too, what they're doing to try to shut them up. Because I want to know. I want to see the video. I want to see the video.
I like to see the video.
Yeah, I want to see what they come up with. I asked them to please post it when the video comes out.
Oh yeah. These people will do it. Watch.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past them. That's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's well, you're gonna get the trolls. The trolls are gonna come out. The trolls are gonna, they're gonna say all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Well, because of what happened to us, like in Swampscott with the BLM, that's exactly what they did. Trolls, threatening, all that crap. That's their tactic.
That is, yeah.
That's their tactic to intimidate. That is to intimidate, to shut you up, go away, shut up, go away, don't say anything. We don't want to hear it because we want to win, because you have to listen to us. Rumor going around, the state wants reimbursement for the new vines that was destroyed in the Route 79 project. What? Of course they do.
Yeah.
They're trying to get more money.
Yeah, that's the Democrats for you. They want more money.
They will. I'm telling you, these people are like, they are like ingenious at trying to get money from the taxpayer. It really is something to watch. It's really incredible.
Oh man, just to see this. I think I watched the city council a couple of times too on Facebook. I mean, they're hilarious. You should see how these people fight all the time. Joe Camaro will say something to one of the councilors. Joe Camaro will say something. President Joe Camaro will say something to one of the councilors. You can't say that. Oh, you can't vote on that. Or he'll say, and then later on, Joe Camaro, he'll be like this. And citizen input. Oh, you got 3 minutes. You got to give 4 minutes. Not my 3 minutes. You got to give people time to say things. Okay, 3 minutes ain't enough. 4 minutes. Fucking Joe Camaro.
Sounds like a little kid. Sounds like kindergarten.
Oh man, in the city council chambers, yes, it does. Yeah. It sounds like it is. Oh, I
It's
used to
my
go there.
turn. It's not your turn. It's my turn. Who said you can go?
It's 3 minutes. All right. Oh,
You
it's
went
my
over
turn.
3 minutes. It's 10 seconds. You got to take away 10 seconds. Oh my God.
No. They call. I'm telling you, man. It's like in the city council chambers. It's like romper room over there. I'm telling you.
Do they
Funny.
get anything? Do they get anything done?
No, they don't get nothing done. Nothing, not at all. You know what I'm saying? Not at all. Nope, not at all. They don't get shit done.
Wasting time.
Yeah. I mean, they act like, in the city council chambers, they act like a bunch of little kids over there. I'm telling you. I mean, I thought the little kids over at the daycare center, act up. Oh my God, man, they're worse than them. You should see it.
I believe it. I believe it. Believe it.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
And then you wonder why people get, frustrated and upset because they get nothing done. They act like little children.
Yeah, we get nothing done. Oh, we get things done now. You don't get things done. I don't even say, hey, you know something? For the past 4 or 5 years, I haven't seen nothing done here in the city of Fall River. Not one thing done. Not one thing done from the city councilors. Not one thing.
Do you know that I just read something? I forget who wrote it, but the Democrats are losing. The midterms, right? The midterms are coming up for the Congress and stuff. And usually what they say historically is that the party that's in right now, which are the Republicans, they usually lose the House.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but what they're saying right now is that the Republicans are, how can I say, they are raising more money than the Democrats right now.
Oh, really?
For like the Republican Party and the Democrat Party, they are way ahead of the Democrats.
Really?
Yeah, way ahead. I forget the numbers exactly, but they're way ahead, and they're saying the Republicans are saying that if this continues, that they might be able to keep the House in the midterms, which is usually doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So now they're thinking, because of the money that is being raised for the Republican Party, that the Democrats are in bad shape. They're in bad shape.
Yeah.
They only have 19% approval rating. That's the lowest I've seen it.
What's the Republican Party?
I forget what their approval rating is, but it's much higher than the Democrats.
Oh, Jesus.
The Democrats are really, really low.
19% for the Democrats, huh? Wow.
So the Democrats are they're in trouble. They're in trouble. And you know what? They should be.
They should.
And
they should be in trouble.
And hopefully in Massachusetts, that will show up when people go out and vote. Hopefully people will be so fed up with what is going on with Maura Healey and the clean energy and the renewables and the high utility bills, the cost of living, like I said before, the high taxes, people leaving, no job growth, no businesses coming in. This is not sustainable. And then she gives money out to the illegals. How the heck is the state gonna run that way? How does a state run if there are no businesses coming in, there's no revenue coming in, people are leaving? This is going to be a disaster.
Yes, it is.
This is a disaster in the making right now.
You're right. It is.
And if people in Massachusetts don't wake up and realize that what is going on with the taxpayer money, this is their money. This is, your money that should not be going to the illegals or the Communist Party.
That is my money. Okay.
That's right.
That money belongs to the taxpayers. That money don't belong to the illegal aliens. Okay.
No.
You know something? Because these people are not citizens of this country. Okay. They do not have social security cards. They don't have IDs. Okay.
They're illegals. They can't. They're undocumented.
Say, and they don't belong here. Let them go back to their own country where the hell they belong.
They have to go back. Yep.
Okay. We have no funding to be helping these people. We're having a hot time over here helping our people. Okay.
Right.
And here it is. These people, Maura Healey is helping out these people. Okay. Okay. Maura Healey needs not to help out these people. Okay. Send these people back to where they come from. Okay.
Yeah, and you know what? She should have ICE go down to Fall River and take the people back and deport them. But that's not allowed. You can't do that in Massachusetts.
Well, it's going to be allowed because something? Because I'm already fed up with these people already.
I'm telling you, this is a disaster in the making. This is just.
Yes, it is.
Really, Maura Healey and the others are really asking for trouble. At this point in time, they are asking for trouble.
They're asking. You know what they're asking for? Let me tell you something. What they're asking for. I'll say what they're asking for right now. Okay? They're asking for a riot to happen here. That's what's happening.
They're
okay?
What?
A riot. Okay. Yeah. Because of all this stuff that's going on. Okay.
Something that would not surprise me.
That wouldn't surprise me either.
At the least, that would not surprise me at all.
No,
I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet. I'm surprised.
You know what? I'm surprised a riot hasn't happened yet. Okay, because of what Maura Healey's doing.
Yeah, this is a total disaster. It really is. And and people are saying it that Maura Healey and Michelle Wu are the worst. And they are. I agree with that. I agree.
Well, Michelle Wu, yeah. Mayor, Boston mayor, yeah. She's one of the worst people, too, as well as Maura Healey.
They are ruining, Maura Healey is ruining the state, and Michelle Wu is ruining Boston.
That's what they're doing.
It's just not the same.
So that's why we got to get rid of these people. What's the matter?
Losing you, Dave.
Okay. Well, I'm
having trouble connecting. Yes, I don't have Wi-Fi. I know. I'm using my data.
All right. Anyways, I'm gonna.
Okay. Well, hey, almost made 2 hours here. So that was a long time.
Yes.
I'm surprised I last an hour and 43 minutes. Usually it's an hour.
Yes.
So
I'm surprised.
Anyway, it was nice. I don't know if Dave can still hear me. He probably
can. I can. I can hear
all the time. But it will change pretty soon. So all right. I can't see Dave. I cannot hear him either. Maybe he can hear me. So thanks guys for listening, and I will probably come back on sometime next week, and I do my own as well, lives. So you guys have a good night. Bye, Dave. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
See you on Wednesday. Bye.
Oh, there you are.
I'm right here.
Oh, well, it was streaming, and I was saying bye to everybody, and then you came back on. I lost you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
right.
But anyways, check out Annalisa's live stream too, and because I'll tell you, she's got a lot to say over there too, as well over here. So Annalisa will be back on my show again. Because she's my co-host, so she'll be back on, and we talk about these things, and So we'll be back. She'll be back again on Wednesday and Thursdays. The reason why today I was doing Friday is because of I had something to do the other day. So, but it's going back to Wednesdays and Thursdays. So, anyways, Annalisa, thanks again. I'll see you Wednesday and
Yep.
Thursday at 6:30. And thanks everybody for watching. Be sure to watch the Annalisa show. That's a good one. Oh, she says she I mean she shows the whole kit and caboodle. Believe me, she knows what she's saying. Talking about. So all right. So thanks again. I appreciate it. I have to get up for work tomorrow. So
Have fun.
and I'm over here really tired, and we'll finish. We'll have something new to talk about in Fall River. So and Swampscott and Boston and all that stuff too. So thanks guys for watching. I have to go now because I'm getting really tired. Getting overloaded here.
All right. Good night. See you later.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Good night. Bye.
Good night. Bye. So yeah, check out Annalisa. She goes check out Annalisa on her show, and go listen to what she has to say, and she'll be back again on my show again at 6:30 Wednesdays and Thursdays. Take care, everybody. Have a great night. This is Dave Mead, Fall River Media News, always with the news between political, crimes, corruption, anything you want to hear, that's what it is. Take care, everybody. Have a great night.